Hi, Virgo, or anyone watching for Virgo. If you are watching for Virgo, just reverse the roles. This is your April love reading. So I've shuffled your deck, I've pulled your cards, and I see immediately what the problem is. Let's take a look at your past or kind of why this is all happening. All right, you're trying to build a life with somebody, and I feel like this person, it's almost like they have two sides to them. This energy is coming through as somebody who can't be without you, but they also don't seem like they want to change for you. At least that's what you've seen in the past from this person. I see promises though. I do feel like this person tells you that they're going to do something different. And it's like as soon as you put up a boundary with this person, where you tell yourself, I'm not going to let them back into my heart, they find a way to come back in. And that's by showing you that they can be what you know they can be, right? Like, I think you've seen this person at their best, and I think you've seen this person at their worst. And I feel like you go through these cycles with this person where you'll get super fed up with their behavior because it feels like they're not trying, right? Or they're not making good on their promises. Then you decide you want to do something else, or you take a break, or you take time apart, and it's almost like this person acts like they can't understand why you would want to separate or create distance, because for them this isn't funny, but it's literally the energy of somebody being like, how are you going to be mad at me because I didn't do it yet? I'm still going to do it, but I just didn't get to it yet. It's a work in progress. It takes time, but they're still doing the same thing over and over, right? And so that's kind of like what they do is they try to, when a fire is dying and you like blow on it to try to get it to kick back up. That's what this person does with you, with your emotions. Because as soon as you're fed up and you're like, okay, I've given you X amount of time, why haven't you done what you said you were going to do or whatever? They come at you and they're like, oh, not everybody is you. Not everybody moves as fast as you. Like, don't put me on your timeline. I'm still working on it. I'm still trying. Like, how dare you tell me that the time is up, right? And it's dumb because I feel like in the beginning of you coming back around this person, they're like really good to get you back. But then once you've kind of assumed that position where they know you're back 100%, they go and do all this dumb stuff, right? I think that this is not a bad person per se, but I also see that you don't trust them. You're very aware of who they are and what they're capable of. I feel like this person is a cheater. I feel like they've cheated more than once, from what I'm seeing here, but you're very committed to this. You view this person as being your other half. So it's possible that maybe you're married, that you have kids, or, that you've just been in a long term relationship with whoever this is. You're going through one of those cycles where this person has worn you down. I don't know what they did in the past. They did something kind of recent, I feel like. I think it was probably cheating or lying, right? It could be about money. It's very possible that they did something with money that when you talk to them about it, they said they were doing one thing and then they ended up doing something else. This person could have an addiction. I saw that pretty clearly in the bottom of your deck. Could be an addiction to sex, even. But this person lied about how they were spending their time. I think they told you that they were doing something, they were doing something to benefit your relationship or the family. And it turned out that they were doing something with someone else, even if they were like traveling for work, perhaps they had somebody that they were going to see, right? This is not a secret. This is something you know about. This is something that really pissed you off and had you feeling like at one point you were no longer going to be able to continue with this. Could even be that somebody that you're dealing with was had like a mistress or a work husband, right? And you came to find out that while you're thinking they're staying late at work or they're going to work, that they're really spending time with this person and they had the day off. It's something along those lines. And it was hurtful to you because it made you feel like your person was making steps in the right direction. It made you feel like, okay, they're really taking me serious. They got a legitimate job now, or, they're taking this course, or they're doing more therapy, or hitting the gym for their self-esteem. In reality, they're off, drinking or smoking with somebody, some other person, right? And having relations with that person. And so I think for you, that was a really big slap in the face, because it's like, I can't trust you over anything, right? This person could even have a habit of like telling you they're going to run errands and then they disappear, for like a day, or it's to the point where you don't want to give this person like the keys to your car, or if you're supporting them, you don't want to give them money because you don't believe that they're going to do what they say they're going to do with it, or that they're really going to go where they're telling you they're going to go. This is a hard situation for you. And I think that this relationship, there was a time when it was really good. You could have been with this person for a really long time, or you could have met this person when you were at a really rough part in your life and they supported you, right? Not necessarily financially, but they were always like a consistent source of support, right? And I think that you got where you needed to go. But what I need to caution you about is like, sometimes people that don't really have anything going for them, it's very beneficial for them to align themselves with people who are down on their luck but have a lot of potential. I'll just say it like that, because as I'm looking at your cards, you might want to stop and think about, like, in all the time you've known this person, what have you accomplished versus what they've accomplished in life? And yes, maybe they were cheering you on through that time frame, right? But at the same time, what were they doing for themselves? It's not hard to be a professional cheerleader when you're getting a fat check and home cooked meals and a place to live, right? Like, it's almost like this person doesn't really have potential, but they're very good at being what you need when you need it. And then when you're doing good, they go off and they kind of reap the rewards of all of your hard work and do a bunch of stuff that makes you feel like you don't even know them anymore. Like, who is this, right? And then when you call them on it, it's almost like they make you feel bad for your success, right? Not everybody's as lucky as you. Not everybody's as smart as you. I've had a rough time. I've had a bad childhood. I support you because I see what you're worth and what you can accomplish, because I don't have any potential. So it's like this person almost guilt trips you for being successful, because most of success is showing up. It's not necessarily talent, right? It's got a lot to do with being consistent and being disciplined and holding yourself accountable, right? Whereas this person, they almost have an attitude of like, success is handed to people and they were never in the right place at the right time. So it's not their fault that they're not successful. And then they throw that in your face and then remind you of how much they've done to support you when you had nothing. Meanwhile, you've done all this growing and this person still has nothing, but whatever you give them, that's kind of what it looks like here. Okay. Now, I know you feel like this is your person. And like I said, you're about to go through a cycle with this person where you're going to be more receptive to them, more open to them, right? They've been working on you for a while, because I feel like you've had your guard up based on what you found out, right? Just when it looked like this person was finally taking some action to do something, it was sneaky. There was something else going on behind the scenes. But at this point, for whatever reason, it feels like you don't want to be without them, right? You don't want someone new. You don't want something casual. So for some of you, you really are married to this person, or you're in like some kind of common law marriage. You've got kids. You've been together for so long that it's just like, okay, this person is who I'm with for the rest of my life, but I still need them to get it together. So when they act this way, I do, go places or do things without them or create that distance, right? I think what's unfortunate here, Virgo, is that it feels like you've lowered your expectations as far as what you think of this person or what you think they're capable of. And that's a very dangerous game, okay? Because once you get into a space where you're expecting the worst, this is somebody that will show you the worst, right? Rather than you releasing your expectations and then them being like, wow, I've disappointed Virgo so much that I'm going to get my life together and prove them wrong. if you release your expectations of this person, that's giving them the green light to go do whatever they want to do. Okay. And I kind of feel like they want you to get into that place where you no longer ask, where are you going? Where were you? You were gone for days. You know, they are kind of looking at you as like you finance their expeditions, right? You're their golden goose. Temperance in the reverse. So this person, Virgo, has already made up their mind that eventually whatever the two of you have is going to come to an end. And so they're acting accordingly to that belief, right? And I think it really does have a lot to do with your success, because in their mind, you two are not evenly yoked. Like eventually you're going to see this person and realize that they haven't done anything, and you're going to leave. And that's how they feel. So at this point, they don't feel like they need to consistently show up in any particular fashion that would make you stay, right? If anything, this person, because they're going through the cycle where they're trying to kind of love bomb you, they might ask you to marry them, okay? Because it looks like this person is under the impression that you don't trust them. They're well aware of the fact that you have, I don't want to say options because it doesn't look like you're looking, but you're in a space in your life where you really could have anyone you want, and this person is aware of that. So this cycle, this time around, I would not be surprised to find out that this person proposes to you, or if you've been engaged to this person for like 10 years, because it seems like the kind of person that does not want to make the move of like locking anything in. And that has more to do with their fear of like child support, or their fear of having to pay for things that you acquired while you were married, and them feeling like they will never have it to pay it. That's kind of a dangerous sign, right? If somebody doesn't get married simply to avoid the financial legal obligations of creating a life together, if the two of you were to separate, that's them forecasting that in the future they're not going to have shit. Okay, so just so you know, I'm just putting it out there. If you've been waiting for this person to set a date or to do whatever, they don't see themselves having anything. And so if you were to leave them, they don't want to put themselves in a position where they have to pay any kind of monthly spousal support, child support, mortgage, anything, because they don't see themselves ever getting to a point where they have that kind of money to do that. Okay. So if this person is telling you, oh, you know, one of these days and you just got to give me more time and not everybody's you, they don't even see themselves ever being successful. And maybe you are picking up on that, right? Anyway, as far as this person goes, as they're doing all of this kind of love bombing, hey, Virgo, you know, a house and a home and us and kids and the dog and whatever this person is saying to you, I feel like this is going to be the time that they try to lock it in, because they know you've already checked out, right? Maybe you've stopped asking, where are you going? They know that you expect nothing. And that's kind of where they wanted you to be, because like, what's better than somebody who's giving me everything, paying for everything, knows that I'm out here cheating, knows that I lie, and now they don't even ask me what I'm doing anymore. Like, I've broken this person down to the point I can do whatever I want, and they're so over the arguing that they don't want to be emotionally involved with me. They're trying to protect themselves from my fuckery, right? This is perfect. This is prime real estate. I have no incentive to do better, and I have no incentive to leave. If anything, I need to get Virgo locked in, and I need to marry Virgo. I need to make this a permanent reality until the end of time, because I finally got Virgo where I want them. And if we were to separate, they probably wouldn't divorce me, because look at everything they've put up with. We'd probably just be separated and come back and forth or whatever. But even if we did separate, being that Virgo now has no expectations for me whatsoever based on how badly I've treated my Virgo, they'll never ask me to pay for anything. This is perfect. I finally got them exactly where I want them, right? I feel like you're going to go against your better judgment with this person this month. I think that you would look at this proposal to move things forward or to make things more permanent as them choosing you, right? Putting you above whoever they're cheating with because now you're a wife or you're a husband. But that's not it. This person is being incredibly strategic, right? You got to ask yourself, why now? If this has never happened up until this point, why is this happening now? Right? Because when you're a husband or a wife, what are you going to do? You're having a hard time, dealing with this when you're not married to them, for those of you who are not married, right? If you are married, be careful. This person might propose that you start some big business that's like a money suck, right? Be careful. If they can't hold a 9 to 5 and show up and go without sleeping with all their coworkers, how are they going to run a business? Okay? You have an opportunity to take some time away from this person and really think. And some of you have an opportunity to go to therapy. It's possible that a friend has suggested to you, like, oh, I have a great therapist, right? If you don't have a therapist in mind, there are ideas that are out on the internet that would benefit you, right? Whether it's surviving a relationship with someone who is representative of the Emperor in the reverse and the Hierophant in reverse, somebody who only wants what they want, right? They'll do anything to get what they want. Perhaps it's time to read a book about something like what you're experiencing so that you can gain a new perspective. I think some time apart from this might be good. If this were me, the more they come towards me, the more I would step back. Because you need time to really think about everything that you've seen. And even though this suddenly feels very flattering, that they want to make this grand gesture of love, I need you to understand why. Why is this suddenly happening now? Okay, so your opportunity, you have time to think. It feels like you've hit this crossroads where you could either completely exit this month, right? Or you could go back and give it the old college try and see if you get anything different. And this person is kind of pulling out the big guns with what they're promising you. So it looks very enticing, right? Your obstacle, though, is the Emperor in the reverse. So no matter what this person is promising you, say they're like, oh, I want you to be my husband. I want you to be my wife. And then it's going to be us. That's a false sense of power. That's a false sense of control. You will control nothing. In actuality, you'll be more responsible for this person because now you're legally bound to them. Okay. Let's see anything else for your obstacle because I'm kind of worried about you guys. 8 of Cups in the reverse. So is this someone that gets angry with you if you don't deal with them? Right? Is this somebody who goes off and does weird stuff to themselves when you don't pick up the phone or they think it's over? Because that's manipulation. If this person is holding you hostage because they're saying things like, I'm going to do something to myself if you don't come back, right? This person, I feel like, they would really do anything to keep you where you are. I don't know, you guys. This seemed dangerous. I feel like this person has a tendency to get very angry and to get very manipulative and then to be very, very sorry. The Emperor in the reverse is an abusive person. They're an abuser, and they'll control you by any means necessary. Tower in the reverse. I know that you're remembering this and thinking about, like, this is my person. I miss them. I'm in this for the long haul. But you're actually being told that you should avoid a disaster because your feelings of nostalgia are leading you to a place you don't want to be. It seems like you still have options, but if you go along with whatever this person is proposing, you're going to severely limit yourself in the way that you could help yourself when it hits the fan, like it always does. How will you escape this person? If suddenly you move in with them, or if suddenly, this person could be saying like, oh, let's move across the country. We've always wanted to be in Denver, and then I would never even know anybody. And how could I cheat with my so-and-so if I'm not there? Don't move with this person, because once they get you isolated, what are they going to do? What is your life going to be like? They're going to do whatever they want to do. So I need you to be very strategic this month, Virgo, because whatever this person is proposing it's a way to cut you off from any kind of resources or help that you could get to get out of this situation. This person is trying to make it so that they are the only thing in your life that you have, and that it would be extremely difficult to leave them if you decide you don't want to be with them anymore. You know, you guys need to really be careful. I'm not trying to scare you, but if it walks like a duck and it talks like a duck, instead of waiting, you know, or giving your life to this, believe them. This person can't do simple stuff without being unfaithful or lying. How are they going to do whatever this big thing is that they're proposing this month? Like, you can't even go to the store without, you know, me feeling like I got to go through your phone, or me wondering who was in the car, right? You guys are very smart, and you're successful because you're very smart. So you need to open your eyes, you know, instead of getting excited about planning a wedding and buying your dress. You know, I would wait till the next time this person's talking about they need to go to the store, and I would have all my stuff out of that house if I was living there. This is a dangerous game that you guys are playing. Your advice is the Hierophant in the reverse. So don't accept whatever this offer is, okay? Try not to back yourself into any more of a corner than you're already in for the month of April, even though this person is being real sweet. Hierophant, this person is committed to their lifestyle, you know, and they're very committed to the perks that they get from being with you. But once you're stuck, once you accept whatever this offer is, this person will show their ass even more, because now they feel like they have complete control over you. Okay? Not only are you no longer asking the difficult questions that start the big angry tantrums this person has, but you're not able to go anywhere either. Knight of Wands reversed. And then they're just going to do whatever the hell they want to do, because how do you end this now? They've blocked your exit, right? You guys, I'm worried about you. I need you to be super safe, you know. If this person is asking you to do something, I need you to get other people involved. You got to keep an open mind in the reverse, right? Let go of control issues in the reverse. Now is the time to not start thinking about all the things this could turn into one day, right? Not keep this open mind. You need to not give your power to this person, because the Emperor in the reverse misuses power. You know, once somebody becomes your significant other in the court of law, what's to stop them from walking into your bank, right? Like, I don't know, guys. You need to be very careful. I know that you think this is your person. I know that you feel like they're trying to compromise and they feel so bad, and, you know, they're just afraid of losing you. I think they're afraid of losing what you provide for them. And that's so unfair, right? Power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. All right, let's get some more messages. These cards don't even look at this. They don't even want. Twin flames, your passion ignites. So, you know, this could be your forever, but it doesn't need to be your for now, because this is dangerous, right? This twin flame, just because someone is your twin, that does not mean that you need to put up with everything that they're putting you through. It doesn't mean that you need to throw caution to the wind and be there for this person. Not every twin flame connection turns out in union, right? Sometimes that's not even the goal. And I get the dynamic between the two of you, and that it feels like this is who it is or where it's at. But now just may not be the time until this person can put their Emperor in the upright and see the value of this connection. And how does that happen? Well, usually, right, by separation, by having to lose what you have, okay? Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So, you know, if this is your twin, you're going to have to choose you over them. And that's all there is to it, because this person is just sinking deeper and deeper into kind of their shadow self, right? And as long as you keep choosing this person over you, they are going to keep choosing themselves over you. Once you set the boundary of, no, I need to put myself first, this person will have to learn to put you first, because there is no other language that you speak, right? So if they want to speak to you, they need to speak your language. That might be the level that y'all need to get on, because this is getting bad, okay? And it doesn't seem like it right now from what I'm seeing, because it looks good. It looks like, oh my goodness, everything's going to work. Be very careful of this. You know, I feel like in April, if you keep dealing with this, you're going to figure out real fast that a lot of what they said was smoke and mirrors, right? All right, guys, good luck with this. Please stay safe, okay? I will speak to all of you again soon, but in the meantime, take very good care of yourselves. Bye.